Hi, my name is Phil. Welcome to my layout called Charlemont Parkway. It's a new construct layout. Hope you join me over the next weeks, months, years as I construct the layout. 60% of the layout will be mainly scratch built by myself. Rather enjoy scratch building. As you can see, these are some of my model trucks. You may have seen me on Facebook, various model platforms. That one there is a 124 scale Royal truck. The tractor unit was a left-hand drive. I converted it to right-hand drive, but the trailer is totally scratch built. The model above is a 148 scale scratch built trailer with a die cast unit which I've sprayed Royal Mail red. That's about 4 inches long. That measures just over 32 inches long. As you can see, the size difference is vast. But I did a lot of 176 scale unit and trailers. Like I said, if you'd seen them on the Facebook pages, I did a Royal Mail scratch built diorama. For those interested, just leave a mention in the comments box and I'll put pictures in the next couple of videos. For those who remember the 70s and 80s, just a bit of fun there. In that case is a couple of choppers. That one there, that was another scratch built trailer I did. That's a 150 scale. So back to the layout. It'll be 2 loops. The lower loop there will be a heritage line. Goes under there and it comes out. These are just placed at the minute just to give me an idea of where things are going to go and sort of scale. So they're not sort of permanent fixtures at the minute, but it just gives me an idea of where I'm going to put things. This will be called Sandwell Valley Heritage Line. Again, Sandwell Valley is an area in West Bromwich, and the Heritage Line, I'm taking the bits and pieces from the Severn Valley Railway with the sheds, and some of the locals also be running on there. That runs all the way around. There should be 2 tracks. And they go over the MDF bridge. Background to that lower section there. The top section, I should just run that as a freight and passenger and anything runs. Again, that comes round 2 tracks. I should put a bit of switching points there. That runs round there. Again, the track is just loosely laid. It's a flexible track from Pico, and it just gives me an idea before I actually sort of fix the track down of what I want and whether it's going to fit in and work. So some of the flexible track there has been sort of overlapped onto that sort of denotes where some of the points will be. There'll be 4 platforms here. That one track there to be against a brick wall. Then there'll be an island with platforms 1 and 2. The other side of that track there will be platforms 3 and 4. And the outer 2 tracks there will be run down to an ending shed up there again, which are scratch built. And like I said, in if you watch some of the Facebook groups, I did put that on there. That's it, it's fitted with lights. So yeah, a couple of points there, and it'll go around the back across that viaduct. Again, that viaduct there, that is scratch built. That's made out of plywood and CLS timber, and then covered with dashed clay, and then the brick pattern rolled into it. A couple of 81s there. Those are non-motorised, they're just static vehicles which will just sit at the back of the shed or in the sidings or somewhere. But they look quite effective. So going back to the viaduct, beneath it, that will be a river. That will be filled with resin, and also landscape all of this round here with various static grasses, bushes, and down there I shall have like people feeding ducks, probably a little paint display unit there where a couple of cars can park. Again, that will be static grass, and the loop runs back around the top. As I said, this is a new channel. If you want to add any ideas of what I could add or do anything sort of bit better, then just put the comments in the comments box, and if I agree and like what you suggest, I may do that. Like I mentioned before, this is a loft layout. It probably measures 14 to 15 foot along that side there, and probably about the same down there, so it's probably about 15 foot square. What I'm doing at the minute is this canal scene. This is just made up of a polystyrene sheet which is coated on both sides, and that's just sort of bent round there to form the canal. There'll be a towpath on top of the polystyrene. So what I did there, rather than fill it all with resin, which is very costly, I put about 15mm of hydrocal all in the bottom. That adds strength, but it's a lot cheaper than adding resin. So that's just been coated with PVA to seal it all in. At the minute I'm just doing this side of the embankment and the towpath for this side, but there'll be another bridge there, like the bridge at the other end, which sort of lead into a tunnel. I probably would have put about 8 or 10mm of resin on here, with a couple of barges, people walking on the towpath, with a bridge, road bridges going over there, which lead to a car park, a few houses for the heritage line. So there's a lot to do, but it's not going to be done overnight. Class 55019, Ride Holland Fusiliers on the Seven Valley Railway. I happen to have a driver day experience driving that train on the Seven Valley Railway. Again, if you want to see the video of that, just put it in the comments box and I'll put a link to where you can watch that driver experience. So once I'm up here, I've got my sounds on, my Heart 80s. Other radio stations are available. I'm well aware I could spend hours up here, but it's a marathon, not a sprint, and I'm learning as I go along, watching other good YouTube model railway channels, Mixed Lakeside Railway, Everide Junction, Chadwick, Dean Park. Just watch those channels, pick up a lot of hints and tips, and just take a snippet off one, a snippet off the other, and put it on your own layout. There's no right or wrong way. At the end of the day, it's your layout. You have it how you want, you build it how you want, you run what you want. You've only got to please yourself. So thanks for watching. Any comments, leave them in the comments panel below. Like I said before, if you want to see any of the scale models I've been, if you haven't seen them on the Facebook group, just drop me a line, and I'll do my best to put some pictures on and show you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe and follow my journey over the next weeks, months, years, how long it may take. As I go along, I'll do a few how-to videos of how I scratch build things, just to give you an idea. It's amazing what you can do with a bit of card and a bit of glue, like that canal there. All it is just bits and pieces that I had sitting about in the garage. Bit of polystyrene, bit of styrene board, hydrocal, and you're only limited by your imagination. That bridge there, again, that was made with hydrocal in a resin mould, and the metal looking bridge, all that is white plastic card, and the grey profile is just what I had left. You can see there, it's the same profile as the kit. You get a few extra on the kit, so I just glued the two together, made the stanchion. It looks like an iron bridge, so that'll be a tunnel. I'm not going to put the because I've just PVA'd it, but to give you an idea, that sort of goes under there, so I'll get another one just to add to the scene. So thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Charlemont Parkway.